Okay, today before I start the video, let you know what it's about. I just want to ask a quick question, see if you guys can figure it out. Which wax gave my wife's car this kind of gloss, depth, reflection, and shine? I'll let you think about that while I do a walk around. I did just get done working on it. I moved it all the way back here because I was thinking about switching places with the Camaro, putting this in the garage to finish it up. I might not. Plus back here I've got a little bit more sunlight, at least on the front of the car. So which wax did I use to get this kind of gloss, shine, and reflection? Any ideas? Let's put it to you this way. I did use turtle wax. That's kind of a given. But which one? Well, if you're guessing the ceramic spray coating, you're wrong. If you're guessing Max Wax, also wrong. Ceramic graphene paste wax, nope. Flex wax, again, no. So what's left? That's about all there is in the Hybrid Solutions line. And to be honest with you, it was kind of a trick question, because right now at this moment, with the exception of the roof, there is absolutely no wax on this car. This is all due to the one and done compound and the Eurofiber 50/50 pad. I just spent the last hour and a half meticulously going over every inch of the car except the roof. I'll explain that in a minute. And as you can see in the direct sun, there might be a few smears from the oils in the compound, but other than that, nothing. So where does the gloss, reflection, clarity, all that come from? The truth of it is, it starts with the paint job itself. Now, factory cars, factory paint has been getting a bad rap for years, but they've slowly been getting better. Some cars now, they're being known as having hard paint or soft paint, but no matter which one you've got to remember it is thin paint. So you really can't afford to let these paints get bad to the point where you have to use a seriously aggressive compound and seriously aggressive wool pad to bring it back, because there's not that much paint there to begin with. I'll give credit to the new paints. They are more durable. They degrade very slowly, which is why when I take an older car like this is a 2013, and when I get my hands on it, people are shocked at the difference, because the deterioration occurred so slowly nobody noticed. On the old cars, pre-80s, that were single stage, no clear coat, they went bad rather quick. The blacks would turn gray, reds would turn pink, and that's when you knew the paint was starting to fail and needed compounded, the dead paint scrubbed off, good paint exposed. So what's the point of the wax? Most modern waxes have ultraviolet blockers, which is a major cause of paint fade. They are chemically resistant, which means if you get something nasty spilled on your paint, it will protect it for the short term. You know, you still need to get it washed off as soon as possible. Plus, wax is a physical barrier, like a shield of armor, but it don't last. So your best protection on your car is to keep it waxed and have a set routine. Like, this is the second time this year this car has been compounded. I do it twice a year, once in the spring to take care of all the winter nasties that occurred, and once in the fall to get it back to where it should be, so I can get a good solid coat of protection that's bonded directly to the paint to give it the best chance at durability. This car here we bought used. I can guarantee it was never polished or waxed. The dealership might have thrown a quick glaze on it to make it look shiny, but there's a difference between shiny and gloss. This is gloss. This will last. Shiny does not last other than the first rain or first wash. Whatever the dealership typically puts on a car is gone within a week or two. This will, even if I never touch this car again, no wax, this will remain like this for a few years before it starts to show any damage. I just wanted to show you that it is not the wax that creates it. It is the initial paint job. The compounding steps, the polishing steps are necessary to remove faded paint, bonded contaminants, things like that, to prevent them from causing the damage to accelerate and happen even faster. Then the wax is put on after the compounding when all the bad stuff has been removed. The wax is put on to protect the paint from the bad stuff sticking. The bad stuff sticks to the wax. When the wax wears, the bad stuff falls off. When you wash it, the bad stuff falls off. It doesn't stick directly to the paint. So that's why it's important to wax frequently to keep that barrier as strong as it can possibly be. I am going to pull it up again, probably not in the garage. I don't feel like moving two cars. But I am going to put flex on this car. And I will give you a quick shot, hopefully full sunlight, when I'm done. And you will see there will be no difference between the way it looks now and after the coat of flex wax. The flex wax does not add any kind of gloss, depth, or shine. It may enhance it a little bit, but most people, including detailers, can't see that. The camera will not show that because the improvements are made with the prep work. Prep work is the most important thing. You can take a car that looks like crap, put a wax on it, it'll be a little shiny, but it'll still look like shiny crap. Now, if you do the prep work on it, the car will look good. And then you put the wax on it, and then it's a protected looking good car. I will be back shortly. Okay, as promised, here it is all done. Coat of flex wax using the new technique that I demonstrated. Just enough product on the towel to leave a damp streak as you make the pass applying it. Go over each area several times just to make sure that you've got everything coated. And as you can tell, there's really not a whole lot of difference in gloss. Maybe a little bit, but that might be more psychological. So really the point of this video was to say it's not the wax. It's the prep work and the process. I went ahead and I used the polisher on 6 again because once again I was looking for cut. This car, when we bought it, had obviously never been detailed, hand washed. The roof was the giveaway because the roof had no swirls, no scratches, no nothing. But yet the sides were full of swirls, deeper swirls and things that my foam pads just couldn't touch. So I used the Eurofiber pad on a 6 with a one and done compound. Once again, there was no follow-up with a softer foam pad because it did not leave any buffer trails, even as aggressive as it is. Since I've just got the one pad, every time I would complete a panel, I would take the air compressor, blow the pad out, get the fiber standing back up, clean debris out of it, And then once I was done, I soaked it with the dish soap, or not dish soap, but the laundry soap, white vinegar solution, let it sit an hour, scrubbed it, hosed it down, and now it's air drying. Since there's no protective qualities in the one and done compound, that should be plenty. So here she is, and just remember, technique trumps product every time. You could have the best wax there is, but if you don't know what you're doing, your car is still going to look like crap. But if you know what you're doing, you can take almost any product and get results like this. See you next time.